Hi, this is Adam from the War on Drugs, and you can find our music streaming at Claro Music.
What are your biggest musical influences
Oh, wow.
now, today, 2022?
My biggest influences are things I like to play for my 3-year-old. Whether it's songs he's into, like even some of my songs or classics I put on for him that I think he might like, or songs on like movies that he loves. But yeah, I mean, I'm always listening to to everything, finding inspiration
Everything.
in everything.
Okay, any special artist or band? that
Well,
you
I mean,
listen
on the
to?
way here, I was listening to the new Kendrick Lamar record.
Oh,
'Cause-
yes.
So it came out 5 days ago. It's like one of those things like you look forward to, and then it's like obviously a really deep record, and some of the production on even like the first 3 songs is just really mind blowing. I'm just like, oh wow, and just gives you a million ideas, like hearing the way they're building some of those drum beats, and it's really fascinating. So yeah, anything like that. I mean, I'm always trying to stay inspired to write new music and just have my mind blown.
Have you played before with The Strokes or Mark Marco in the same stage?
We played with Mac Marco in Australia.
Okay,
We've never played with the Strokes.
never.
So I've been a fan of them for a long time. I've never seen them, so I'm excited.
Okay, what are you expecting for tomorrow night?
I'm expecting a lot of passionate rock and roll fans.
Yes.
When I don't sing for like 3 weeks, my voice will probably crack at some point, but it'll be fine.
It's part of the show.
It's part of the show.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's going to be a beautiful night in Mexico City.
Okay, let's talk about the album. What makes this album special from the other ones? Have something happened in these 2 years, maybe 2020, 2021, that made something change in the way you created this album?
Yeah, I mean, I started writing it in 2018. We were on tour a lot, and so I was constantly inspired, like always writing, and we'd come back from tour and I go right into the studio, and everything I learned on tour I'd take right to the studio. And I think at the end of that year, into 2019, I had like a group of songs that I had like a really solid foundation for a lot of songs in a way that was less like trial and error, like less experiment. I had like a good foundation, and then we were able to experiment way more within the music than I ever had before. So I think it was just a desire to do something a little bit more concise.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how I'd get there, but I just think having spending more time writing, feeling, and trying to feel confident that the song we were working on was as good as it could be. And working with Sean it was the second time that we'd worked together, so our relationship was just, we already knew what each other liked and didn't like. So that record together was just, we had so much fun making it. We never had like, oh, what do we do next? I mean, it was just every day was a step forward.
The craziest one that you ever lived on a tour?
Well, maybe 2008, we were supposed to go open for the Hold Steady in Europe, but then tour got canceled when we landed in Europe. We had to play all these weird places. Like we played an open mic night, and it was just a very strange tour. I mean, there's nothing I can point to. There's definitely been crazier nights. I think one night in Bristol, we were staying at this hostel, and I went out, and then I couldn't find the hostel, so I slept under a car. It's all very fun.
If I go to Philadelphia tomorrow, where do I need to go? What do I need to visit?
If you went to Philly tomorrow, I'd probably send you to maybe South Philly to
Okay.
experience South Philadelphia and walk around. You know, maybe get a meal.
Okay.
You know, maybe get a cheesesteak.
Okay.
And then maybe later on go up to Fishtown
Yeah.
and see all my old friends.